A warm welcome to today's trader sales. We do have a number of alterations here today, not that many, but there's a few. In trial 3, trap 2 is now reserve C, Droopers of Myra, and the original runner Alno D has moved to a later trial, trial 15, track 5. And in trial 15, there's no Zephyr Rampage, so the trial will now be track 2, Alno Rose, and the aforementioned Alno D is in track 5. In trial 18, it's just a solo now for Road to Riches. Lot number 36, Jamara One Yet, has been withdrawn. And trial 24, lot 48, Slippy Brian has been withdrawn, and the trial will now read Reserve G, Coolmore Sal in track 1. Track 4 is Slippy Roger, moved in track 2. These commence the trials here. First trial, Gizmo Jekyll and Gizmo Baloo.
I leave it on the whole time.
All set, locked and loaded, and the hare runs for trial 1. 2 is Gizmo Jekyll, 4 Gizmo Baloo. Aware racing, Gizmo Baloo is the first to begin, goes into the first turn with a length lead now. 4 then, Gizmo Baloo extended away and going some 2 lengths clear at the halfway stage. Good middle gears though from Jekyll to get closer into the third turn, and now takes over. Gizmo Jekyll then with a length and a half lead, trying to kick off the last turn and shake off the attentions of Gizmo Baloo, who's trying to come back for more on the run-in, but up towards the line 2. Gizmo Jekyll will beat 4 Gizmo Baloo by around about 2.5 lengths in the end. So the result of trial 1, Gizmo Jekyll was the winner. The time there was 29.25, 29.25, and beat trap 4 Gizmo Baloo by 2.5 lengths. Next trial, trial 2, is Ogbene in the blue jacket and Mustang Rossi in the orange. Ogbene is a July 22 whelp. The trials on the card. Ready. Here we go then. Way and racing. It is 5 first to show. Mustang Rossi into the turn, quickly asserts, comes across towards the rail somewhat, runs the bend really well. Down the far side then, it is Mustang Rossi, about 3 lengths clear from Ogbene. He's trying to close now around the last 2 bends, but the orange jacket of Mustang Rossi still maintaining the gallop, 2.5 lengths clear coming off the last bend now. And Mustang Rossi being closed down in the closing stages, but gets home by about a length in the end. Fortune round to the drop now, you see 2 sides are closed, and asserts into the pickup.
I get a sec for you.
Couldn't hear that, could you?
No. Here you go. 28.51, length and a quarter.
Our results of trial 2 is first track 5 Mustang Rossi, second track 2 of Benny. Distance there was length of the quarter, the winning time there 28.51.
What's a good run here now, Paul?
A good run would be about 27.80, would have thought.
Yeah. So you want to bring in 28?
But yeah, I mean, it's like any track first. Look,
Yeah.
you're going to find always spots when you first start, sure.
Hello? Pardon? On the I can't even hear you. I can't hear you. Yeah, it's just very quiet. I don't know if it's you got like sound on there at all, or maybe put the mic slightly closer to you, maybe. Like, I mean, just that's on my full thing. Like, yeah, it's working, but I don't have sound on here. Thanks.
Just to let you know that there is an alteration in this next trial, trial 3. Alno D has moved to a later trial, and the Greyhound Reserve C is Droopers of Myra, running from track 2 here. Droopers of Myra is a May 23 puppy. Droopers Sydney, Droopers Dancer breeding. Very well bred. This Droopers of Myra goes from track 2 in trial 3, and the original runner there, track 5, got to Getaway. Lot 6 will be in opposition. Waiting for the greyhounds to come out from the paddock. Ready there.
That's it. So, I have to volume up all the way. Still very low.
Not just low.
Just yeah, you can. It's working. You can hear you, but it's just very quiet. Yeah, it's working at 100 there. Perhaps just have the mic close to your mouth, kind of thing. Maybe the only way. It is working.
Greyhounds coming out onto parade then for trial 3. Just to reiterate the alteration here, Reserve C Droopy's Admirer goes from track 2. You can see there the blue jacket with the R against the 2, signifying this alteration to trial 3. Droopy's Admirer will be in opposition with track 5, the original runner, lot 6, Got a Getaway. Droopy's Admirer is a May 23 puppy, unraced, no marks on the card. And Got a Getaway is a July 22 one. Hair runs there.
And away and racing, and Got a Getaway flew out the boxes, steering a wide course, and the puppy missed a break, but trying to close now out of the second turn. Down the far side, and Got a Getaway is going great guns here, and he's round about 4 lengths clear at the third turn, ahead of Droopy's Admirer, who is trying to close now coming off the last turn. It's still Got a Getaway with a narrow call now up towards the line. Oh, that was tight in the end. I think 5 just held on from the fast finishing Droopy's Admirer, who is galloping on strongly right the way around to the drop and stayed very, very well indeed, the pup. Result of trial 3 was first track 5 Got a Getaway, won in a 28.45, and beat Reserve C Droopy's Admirer by a short head, fast finishing pup. Next trial is trial 4. Track 3 will be Pass Me By, lot 7, who is a May 23 youngster, a son of Ballymac Cash Out of Das Eschern. And then we got Within Close Range, who is nicely bred daughter of Ballymac Bolger out of Florence Kate, and she's May 23 as well. So 2 young greyhounds here with no marks on their cards. Going in the boxes. Hair runs. Stand by. And away they dash in trial 4 to a fairly level line. Into the turn though, Pass Me By shows a nice turn of early dash now and sets up a 4-length lead already coming out the second bend. Down the far side, Pass Me By in a hurry here, some 6 lengths clear from Within Close Range, and has gone well clear coming around the last 2 turns. Must be 7 or 8 lengths clear now, Pass Me By. And a nice turn of early dash, got to the front and stayed there and some. Very good performance there from Pass Me By, and is keeping on well round to the drop, maybe just tightening up a little bit now as he's going round to the pickup. But Pass Me By, early dash, and this son of Ballymac Cash Out put in a nice performance. So a nice performance there from Pass Me By. Wins a trial 4 by 9 lengths at a 27.91, 27.91. By far the fastest of the day so far. In trial 5 now we've got You Know the Score, who's an unraced son of Caldavani Hoffer, a June 23 youngster. And trap 6 is Call It Off. Jan 23, son of Malachi out of Droopy's Megan. So 2 nice young pups here going in trial 5. So the Greyhounds all locked and loaded then for trial 5. Is on the move. Stand by then. You Know the Score in 2. Call It Off in 6. And away and racing, and Call It Off is the first to show from the boxes and asserts by a good 2 or 3 lengths. The pop in behind, You Know the Score, just running off a true line there at the first and second turns, and down the back straight now, going great guns out in front, is Call It Off. It must be some 8 lengths clear from You Know the Score. Off the last turn now, and the Go Faster Stripes, Call It Off, wins it nicely in the end by a good 10 or 12 lengths from You Know the Score. Just couldn't get into the contest here, the youngster. Huh?
Exact same time.
Was it?
7:91. Yeah.
Was it really? There's those trial 5 there. Trap 6, Call It Off was the winner there. Won by 15 3/4, beating You Know the Score in 27.91, exactly the same as trial 4. So 2 nice pups there, just gone back to back. Next trial is trial 6, Flying Painter in box 2 and Rising Apollo in the orange of 5. Flying Painter is an August 22, so just turned 2 years of age. And the Rising Apollo dog is a Jan 23 puppy. A couple of qualifying trials at Youghal and Thurles. Hair runs then for trial 6. Stand by. And away and racing, and a good break from Flying Painter to quickly assert in the trial. Seeing a rails course. Running wide there was Rising Apollo round the first 2 turns. Down the back straight then, it is Flying Painter that has a big lead here into the 3rd turn of some 6 lengths from Rising Apollo, just on the back foot from the word go. And Flying Painter is coming down the home straight with a big lead here. Flying Painter wins by a good 8 to 10 lengths in the end. He just struggled to go the gallop, Rising Apollo. So nice performance there from Flying Painter. From Trap 2, wins in 28.10 there and beat Rising Apollo by 9.5 lengths. Tractor break?
Yeah.
Tractor break. There'll now be a tractor break. So a little break then, and we'll come back with Trial 7. Droopy's Pan will be in 1 and Droopy's High Five in 4. So the next trial is trial 7. Two nice pups here. Droopy's Pam is by new sire Serene Ace out of Droopy's Berry, April 23 youngster. Droopy's Berry has thrown plenty of open race winners, notably most recently Droopy's Pivotal, and also in her previous litter Bubbly Apache. So nice breeding here for Droopy's Pam. And Droopy's High Five is a September 22 Droopy's Sydney, Droopy's Isabella. So just that little bit older. Now at the boxes. Droopy's High Five's brother, Droopy's Superstar, ran well at Nottingham just the other day. Staying type of dog. So let's have a look at this trial. Interesting trial, trial 7. Stand by, hair runs. And away we go. And the first to show is Droopy's Pam to lead into the turn. She moved off into the middle of the track, and she just got a little bit lost there, as well as cutting across. And now going on is Droopy's High Five, the more streetwise of the pair, going into the third turn with around about a 6-length lead from Droopy's Pam, who rather got lost round the first 2 turns. And Droopy's High Five it is, who's come well clear into the home straight here at Doncaster. Droopy's High Five going back towards the rails, and you can see the middle course set by Droopy's Pam, and she's now sticking on well and staying on nicely round to the pickup. The result of trial 7, first track for Droopy's High Five, won in a 27.90, decent time there, and beat Droopy's Pam by 6 1/4 lengths. Next trial is trial 3, Edge on Past. Trial 8, sorry. Trap 3 is trial on Edge on Past, and the safety net is from box 6. These are both from the same litter, May 23. There we go. Away. And the first to show is the safety net into the turn, steering a wide course, and they're now trying to join in Edge on Past. Coming out the second bend, it's now 6 asserting. The safety net going 2 lengths clear. Into the third bend, still maintaining that gallop then. The safety net from Edge on Past, who's trying to now close off the last turn as they swing for the winning line. It is still the safety net that's going to go on and score by around about 2.5, 3 lengths in the end. And the safety net probably just intimidated Edge on Past to a certain extent at the first bend, but has won the trial convincingly. And the results of trial 8, first trap 6 to Safety Net, wins in 28.36 and beats trap 3 Edge on Past by 2 3/4 lengths. Next trial is trial 9. Thistle Blower runs from trap 3, a son of JT Taylor out of Droopy's Reign, May 23 youngster. And Look Smart is in the stripes of 6, who is son of Slippy Robert out of B Slow Teresa, again a very young greyhound, June 23. Look Smart. The greyhounds are going in the boxes then for trial 9. Thistle Blower in 3 and Look Smart in 6. Hair approaches. And away they go. And Look Smart just shades out the boxes, but into the turn now. Thistle Blower now is trying to challenge. But a good bend taken there by the 6 and goes on now, Look Smart. Asserts around about 2.5 lengths clear. Into the third bend we go. And it is Thistle Blower that's trying to close now on Look Smart, who's kicking away though. Look Smart now asserting and edging clear in the closing stages. And a nice performance there from the stripes, wins by around about 5.5 lengths in the end. Look Smart beats Thistle Blower in a good solid performance. And the result of trial 9, first trap 6, Look Smart, wins in a time of 28.16 to 8.16 and beats trap 3 Thistle Blower by 6 3/4 lengths. Next trial is trial 10, Alno Duke in 2 and Alno Sue in 5. Hair runs. And away we go. Marginal break there. Better was Alno Duke into the turn. Just runs off though and takes the ground of Alno Sue at the first bend. And now straightening up down the far side. It's Alno Duke. Has a length and a half lead from Alno Sue, his sister. Into the third turn. And the blue jacket of Alno Duke still steering that sort of middle to wide course even as they swing off the last bend now. And it is Alno Duke still with the advantage, seeing it out nicely in the end from his sister Alno Sue, who gets beat around about 2.5 lengths. Result of trial 10 is first trap 2, Oh No Duke in a 28.58 and beat trap 5, Oh No Sue by 2.5 lengths. And the result of trial 11 was first trap 2, Romantic Tessie, an all-the-way winner in 28.45 and beat trap 5, Baytown Barbie by 4.5 lengths. The next trial is trial 12, trap 2 is Gizmo Panther, and trap 4 is Gizmo Puma. Both these greyhounds, litter brothers from this Ballymac in-speed Canyar litter, March 23. So young greyhounds having their first outing here in public. Checked over by the starter, away with the flag, and the hare runs in for trial 12 now. Lots 23 and 24, Gizmo Panther, Gizmo Puma. And away we go, and pitching on his nose there, Gizmo Panther, just leaving the boxes. This allowed Puma to go on and lead, but Panther now is picking up nicely and challenging out of the second turn. A length clear then, Gizmo Puma down the far side, maintaining that advantage into the third turn now. It's Puma from Panther as they come off the last turn, and Panther now ducking up on the inside and now starts to challenge coming up the last bend and up towards the line. Will go on and seal the deal by about a length in the end. Gizmo Panther beats his brother Gizmo Puma, coming from off the back to claim trial 12. Result of trial 12 was first trap to Gizmo Panther, won in 28.65 by a length and beating his brother Gizmo Puma. And then when we come back, we'll have trial 13, which is 3 time to get got and 6 iced Spungu. So the tractor has just been round, and just looking at a bit of a review from the first half of the trial so far. Droopy's High Five in trial 7 was the fastest so far in a 27.90. This is the brother to Droopy's Superstar, who ran one at Nottingham in an open race just the other day. He's a September 22, so he's just turned 2 years of age, but looks a quality performer. Now, in trial 4, Passed Me By, 27.91 for a really young greyhound from the McCusker team, May 23. And this is a nice performance, 27.91, catching the eye from such a young greyhound. And Call It Off also clocking a similar time of Jan 23 in trial 5. So notable performances from some really nice greyhounds here on offer this morning. Ready to resume, and the greyhounds are already out for trial 13. Trap 3 is Time for Get Go, and 6 Ice Spungu. These are Lissa mates, both that Matt Cashout and Das Adoin. May 23. And of course, the Litter brother Passed Me By has already clocked a very nice time so far. So all eyes will be on this trial 13. The Litter mates 2, one that caught the eye earlier on. Going in the boxes then. And the hare runs then for trial 13. And off we go. And Ice Spungu is the first to show in the stripes. He's a 2-length leader already from Time to Get Go. As they come out the second bend, Ice Spungu takes the bend really nicely, quickens on, goes 2.5 lengths clear. Maintaining the gallop all the way in there, and you can see Time for Get Go starting to get going now, coming off the last bend and closing now on his sister as they swing for the judge. It's going to be close this in the end, and 3 gets up. Time for Get Go taking performance there, kept on nicely in the closing stages, and is now keeping on well all the way around to the drop also. And the result of that nice trial there, trial 13, trap 3, Time for Get Go got up in the dying strides to win by half a length in a 27.98 and beat his sister Ice Spungu just by that half a length. So 2 nice efforts there from what looks to be a nice litter. So the next trial, trial 14, interesting trial this one. Trap 2 is Seabrook and trap 4 Time Bandit, and this pair are both British bred, a Magical Balsania Opal, so could be interesting, this nice young decently bred greyhounds, British bred, March 23 whoops. Going in then for trial 14. Hare runs. And away to a level line, leaving the boxes. 2 just moves off a true line there, but leads into the turn. And it is Seabrook that goes on. Seabrook then, showing signs of greenness, but kicks on now and goes with some 3 lengths clear from Time Bandit. Into the third turn we go. And it's still the blue jacket of Seabrook with a 4-length lead now from Time Bandit, who can't close. And Seabrook got to the front. Looks very, very green, this Greyhound. Plenty in the tank. And he's gone on to score nicely in the end by 4.5 to 5 lengths from Time Bandit. I'm watching them now. Round 2, the pickup. Seabrook maintains that gallop all the way to the drop. Results 12.13. First trap 2, Seabrook in a winner's time of 28.71, 28.71, and beat trap 4, Time Bandit by 5 lengths. Now, we mentioned the alterations earlier on, but we'll just reiterate this one in trial 15. Zephyr Rampage, lot 29 has been withdrawn. Alno Rose, you can see on your card, is in box 5. That will now go from trap 2, and Alno D will run from trap 5. Alno D was lot 5, moved from one of the earlier trials. So this next trial is trial 15, trap 2, Alno Rose, trap 5, Alno D. From the same litter, the Pestana Crack Lady, really well bred and really, really young as well. July 23, the pair of them. Going in then. Loaded. Starter checks them over, wave, and the hare is now on the move for trial 15. Alno Rose in 2, Alno D is in 5. Stand by for a start. Hare approaches. And away we go. And Alno D is the first to show. Missing the kick was the sister Alno Rose, and she's now already on the back foot. But Alno D just moved wide there a little bit, showing signs of greenness here at Doncaster, but she's got a big 5-length cushion into the third turn now. And Alno D in the orange jacket, still with that 4 or 5 length lead from Alno Rose as they turn off the last bend and galloping up to the wire now. She's going great guns here. She's going to do it well and pull clear in the closing stages by 6 or 7 lengths. Alno D is the winner. Result of trial 15, first trap 5, Alno D in a time of 28.95, 28.95, and won by 7.5 lengths, beating sister Alno Rose, who ran from trap 2. The next trial is trial 16. Glide Away Falcon is lot 31 on October 22. Whelp, who's had a race at Drumbo recently. And Fond Favourites in trap 5, lot 32, who is a daughter of Broadstone Bono, July 22. And she has also had a race at Clonmel. Around about A4, A5 grade she was at Clonmel. So the Greyhounds are just at the traps for trial 16. All loaded then for trial 16. Hare runs, 2 is Glide Away Falcon, 5 Fond Favourite. And away we go. And Fond Favourite is the first to show leaving the boxes and has a length lead already into the turn. Glide Away Falcon, they're all just caught their heels there and has lost a bit of ground in doing so. And down the back straight, it's Fond Favourite who's asserted from the front here and gone 3 lengths clear. From 2, Glide Away Falcon, who to be fair is trying to close now around the last bend. Again, didn't really take the turns that well, Glide Away Falcon, but Fond Favourite has got to the front and stayed there. Wins by 3.5, 4 lengths in the end. Results trial 16, first track 5 Fond Favourite. 1 in a 28.34, 28.34. And Glide Away Falcon was second, 4 lengths behind the winner. Next trial is an interesting trial, trial 17. We've got 2 litter mates here. Roulette is the sister, Serene Ace, Droopy's Melody, April 23, Whelp and Royal Thrush, the brother, in box 5, lot 34. Nicely bred these. Trial 17 over 450 metres is next. It says these are owned by Paul Matthews.
That's Connor's dad.
Oh, is it?
Damien's brother.
Gotcha. So, trial 17, the hare runs. And away we go, and Roulette, the little lady's popped out the boxes and got to the front, and she's already 3 lengths clear from her brother, who's trying to pick up now coming out the second turn. And down the far side, Roulette then with a 2.5 length cushion. Over the 5, Royal Flush, who's now trying to launch a challenge around the last 2 turns. It's two just leaving a seam up on the inside for the 5. Royal Flush to seize the opportunity, but she's digging deep in the closing stages and holds on. Roulette beats Royal Flush, her brother, in an absolute thriller of a trial there. Really nice performance from the pair of them. She stayed on nicely, Roulette, right the way around to the pickup. So the result of trial 17 was first trap 2 Roulette, won in a 28.92, 28.92, and beat Royal Flush by a length and a quarter. The next trial is trial 18. Jumeirah Wanya has been withdrawn, so it's just a solo now for Road to Riches, who is a litter brother to the previous 2 Greyhounds, Roulette and Royal Flush. So this will be the 18th trial here. This will be the final 450 metre trial. And then our last few will be over the 483, the Stamina Sapien 483 here at Doncaster. Head runs then for trial 18. And a solo for Road to Riches from box 4. He's just moved off a true line going into the first turn. This youngster just showing signs of greenness a little bit on the bends there, and now he's going to pick up down the far side hopefully. No, he's just showing real greenness and he's actually stopped jaited, unfortunately. Just to let you know that trial 19, approved star and epic estimate, the next trial will in fact be a 450 metre trial. So the next trial, trial 19, will be over 450 metres. Right, all locked and loaded then for our next trial. Trial 19, trap 2 approved start, and trap 4 epic estimate from the Kennedy range. And away we go, and 2 has bombed out the boxes. An epic estimate has just stumbled a little bit in behind, but approved star is in a bit of a hurry here, and always he's set up around about a 7-length lead out of the second bend and going great guns down the far side. Approved star is in a bit of a hurry here and feels like this is a really quick run. Approved star with epic estimate can't live with the gallop set by the kennel mate, and up towards the line, galloping on really well in the closing stages. And to be fair to epic estimate, after kind of losing that footing at the traps, has kept on nicely in behind. And the result of trial 19, which was over 450 metres. First trap 2 approved star, won in 28.14 to 8.14, and beat epic estimate by 12 lengths. There's now a break while we put the tractor around, and then we'll return with these final trials, which will be all over 483 metres. There'll be 5 of them in all. So trials 20 through to 24. The next trial is trial 20. Trap 3 is Honey Piper, who's September 22 son of Ballymac Bolger, and Ivy Hill Storm is in 6, who is a puppy April 23 Malachi Coolavani Spice. The greyhounds are at the boxes then for trial 20. Checked over by the starter, and the hare is now on the move. Hare runs then for trial 20. And away we go. And the first to show for the boxes is Honey Piper, who quickly asserts into the turn. And just getting outpaced in the early stages is the pup Ivy Hill Storm. As they reach the second turn then, a big advantage then for Honey Piper of some 8 lengths, and maintaining that gallop all the way now into the third turn. Honey Piper very, very impressive on the eye. Bounced out the boxes, got to the front, and is galloping on relentlessly in the closing stages, and will win this very nicely indeed by some 10 to 12 lengths. Honey Piper beats Ivy Hill Storm quite convincingly, and it was an all-the-way performance. A result of trial 23 beat 6. That's Honey Piper beating Ivy Hill Storm by 12 lengths in a winner's time of 30.65, 30.65. Next trial is trial 21. Trap 2 is Droopy's Flair, and trap 5 Droopy's Novella. Some really nicely bred puppies here. And May 23 is Droopy's Flair, Droopy's Sydney, Droopy's Dancer. And Droopy's Dancer, well, her dam has thrown multiple winners, Droopy's Sylvia, so really nicely bred, the youngster in 2. And Droopy's Novella is an April 23 daughter of Malachi and of Droopy's Charm. And of course a sister to Droopy's Fodder, who was the top lot at the Monmore sales. Droopy's Novella. There runs then. And away we go. The first to show is Novella on the outside, just leaning into her kennel mate though, and forced to check there with Droopy's Flair, but she's trying to edge up on the inside now, coming out the second bend. Quite a tussle this one. Droopy's Novella has around about 3 parts lead into the third turn in front of Droopy's Flair, who's trying to box on well in behind, looking for room now. Coming up the last turn, she strikes the front. Droopy's Flair has now gone on around about 3 lengths clear and galloping on strongly in the closing stages and winning by a good 5 lengths in the end. A good strong running performance by the youngster in trap 2 there. Droopy's Flair goes on to win nicely from Droopy's Novella. And the result of trial 21's first trap 2, Droopy's Flair, winning in a 29.60, 29.60, and beats trap 5, Droopy's Novella, by 5 lengths. Next trial is trial 22. Trap 2 is Amazing Emperor, which is lot 43, who's a son of Sign It Ace, and Free From Desire, a December 22, still a pup. And Good Rocky is in trap 5 here, lot 44, which is that exceptional breeding, Droopy's Sydney and Billy's Diva, September 22, just turned 2 years of age, Good Rocky, and 2 marks on his card. Oh, that was off. A 5 beat 2 there. Good Rocky beats Amazing Emperor in trial 22 in a 29.69, 29.69. The distance there was 15.5 lengths. The next trial is trial 23. Thinking Time in trap 2 and Burning Cash in trap 5. Hare runs. And away we go. Level line leaving the boxes and a tussle into the turn, and Thinking Time will go on. Just runs off a little bit, steering a middle to wide course. That allows Burning Cash to try and drop up on the inside coming out the second bend. But Thinking Time, steering that middle course, still has the advantage going into the third turn and is now extending into a 3-length lead at the 3/4 pole. He's Thinking Time from Burning Cash, turning now this long run in and galloping on strongly now is the 2. Thinking Time goes on and just maybe cramping slightly in the closing stages there, Burning Cash. But a strong running performance from Thinking Time. Results trial 23 first, trap 2, Thinking Time. Wins in a 30-13, 30.13. Beat trap 5, Burning Cash by 7 lengths. Now the 24th and final trial is over 483 metres. There is an alteration in this trial as we announced earlier on. Slippy Brian lot 48 has been withdrawn from the sale. There's a new Greyhound goes into this trial. Trap 1 is now reserve G, which is Coolmore Sal. She's a May 23 Ballymac cash out Bling Bling Sal whelp, so only a youngster. And Slippy Roger will now run from box 4. So this trial is trap 1 Coolmore Sal reserve G and trap 4 Slippy Roger, the 24th and final trial of the day. All loaded then. Hair runs. And off we go. And just missing it slightly was Coolmore Sal, but she's picking up nicely now to grab the lead going into the first burn from Slippy Roger. And it is now Coolmore Sal out the second bend, narrowly, around about 3 parts clear from Slippy Roger. Into the third turn we go. And it's still 1 from 4. Coolmore Sal now has a 1.5 length lead. She's just trying to shake off the attentions of Slippy Roger, who's trying to come back for more now. On the long home straight here at Doncaster, she's seeing it out nicely and wins by around about a 1.5 lengths. Coolmore Sal wins the trial. And the result of the 24th and final trial was first track 1 Reserve G Coolmore Sal, won in a 31.40, 3.1.40, and beat Slippy Roger by 1.5 lengths. So that concludes the 24 trials for the day. The sales will start at 12:30, the auction proper. Just to go back and look at some of those efforts, the fastest of the day was that Droopy's High 5 in trial 7 in a 27.90, and the youngster just one tick behind, or two youngsters in actual fact. Trial 4 was Pass Me By in 27.91 and Call It Off in 27.91. Now Pass Me By's litter comrades in trial 13, they put up a pretty decent tussle. There was a half a length separate them, and in the end it was time for Get Go, the dog beating his sister Ice Spongu, who had led the trial by half a length in 27.98. So again, some decent performances. Droopy's Pam ran well in behind, and she kept on well to the drop as well. She was an eye catcher in behind the fastest of the day, Droopy's High 5. And again, some nice young greyhounds putting in some solid efforts. Look Smart in particular in trial 9, blasting from the boxes and making all in a 28.16. And the Kennedy runners as well, you have to mention those. Approved Star took the eye in the early pace department, a blitzing clear and winning again in the 28.14 by 12 lengths in trial 19. So plenty to look forward to in the sales. Do be lucky, and hopefully you'll get yourself a bargain.